del Libro de Bogotá 2026. Los invitamos a permanecer de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de la República de la India, país invitado de honor.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधितरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे
A los embajadores de Alemania, Austria, Brasil, Cuba, Egipto, Guatemala.
Damas y caballeros, de la creciente cordialidad y profundidad de las relaciones entre la India y Colombia.
Ministra de las Culturas, las Artes y los Saberes de Colombia.
Los campesinos son los que mucho vienen a decirnos con sus ritmos y su verdad. Sabedores, sabedoras que hoy recorren el país contando y mediando las otras historias.
So, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I am really humble, thrilled, excited to stand in front of you as a team member of guest of honor country, that is Bharat, that is India. I am also excited because I have almost traveled a distance equal to antipode of Bogotá, slightly less than antipode of Bogotá. So that is another reason why I am thrilled also. भारत की ओर से आप सभी को नमस्ते. Now, this book fair is actually one of the very prominent book fairs of the world, and this is the 38th version of Bogotá International Book Fair. And I was very much touched by the theme of this book fair. And the theme of the book fair is Escucharnos es leernos. Sorry if my pronunciation is wrong, but it's listening to each other is reading each other. Very, very relevant, needed theme in today's world. It also says that understanding life of each other through calm, silence, and mutual listening. This is the theme, very fantastic theme. And I'm very happy to participate in this book fair, and I'm very much thankful to the organizers over here, the Colombian Book Chamber and Corferias, to call us, invite us as a guest of honor country. Now the pavilion and Indian presentation. In our guest of country pavilion, it is organized by Ministry of Education, Government of India, in association with the Embassy of India in Colombia and with NBT India as a implementing agency. Now I request all of you to visit our pavilion, and I will give you brief info about what things are there in our pavilion. First thing is that it is spread across 3,000 square meters, and it is a collage of Indian literature, Indian culture, art, music, and everything. So it's a collage. I would like to talk about our mascot. Generations after generations, that is because reading with family collectively. So that is our mascot. And all of us are aware that in India, family is the basic unit of the society. Basic unit of the society is not an individual, but it is a family. So while respecting the individual rights, every family member has a duty towards his family members. That is the idea of our mascot. Unconditional love, faith among each other, honesty, respect, loyalty, forgiveness, and perseverance. These are the values which are propagated through families. And so family reading symbolizes shared story passed across the generations. Now if you look at the facade, when you enter the India Pavilion, you will find the kites flying in the sky. And that is a common link between India and Colombia, where the kite festival is very popular in both the countries. I look kite festival in slightly different way. The kites with different colors, shapes, dancing in the sky, achieving more and more at altitude, but it is still connected through a string to its base, and that is the family. So their facade is also a kite picture which is common to Colombia and India. And the slogan for India Pavilion is read and explore India. भारत को पढ़ो और भारत को जानो. Now just to initiate this particular thing, read and explore India, we have put one bookstall which is depicted from the old. We have several exhibitions in our pavilion. I will not list each and every, but I will mention one very important exhibition, and that exhibition is Bhumi. Bhumi is the earth, a part of the earth. It's a very special. It's the Bhumi, a Colombian gaze on the Himalayas. Actually, a Colombian documentary photographer, Honorable Emilio Aparicio Rodriguez, he explored Himalayas. He took the photographs, and all those photographs are depicted, which will also give you the calmness, silence of life, which is also the theme of this book fair. Master instruments of India. Then Gandhiji. All of us are aware that Gandhiji and Tagore, they are the citizen of the world. And through internet, I am happy to know that there are 3 statues of Mahatma Gandhi in Bogotá. So we have depicted Gandhiji in a slightly different way. We have depicted Gandhiji as a writer's writer. Then every day in the evening there will be a cultural program. And all the cultural programs like Odissi, Bharatanatyam, classical dances from India. But the beauty of the program is all those are performed by Colombian accomplished dancers. They have come to India to explore India through books, reading, cultural events, discussions by authors from India and Colombia, illustrators, story writers, journalists, and I am sure that the idea of Bharat Pavilion is to propagate and trigger reading culture on the globe, understanding each other, listening each other is nothing but reading each other. I again invite all of you. Thank you very much.
El señor Pulpret Yadav, quien tendrá traducción con simultáneo. You're welcome.
I promise to keep it very short. Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar, buenas noches, good evening. India and Colombia may be far apart on the map, but as storytellers, we are remarkably close. Because before we wrote stories, we lived them. Stories from Panchtantra taught ethics and statecraft through talking animals and simple tales. And here, in this wonderful country of Colombia, the great oral traditions of the Maya, the Aztec and the Andean cultures did the same, carrying cosmology, morality, and identity across generations without needing books. In both our cultures, stories were more than entertainment. They were education, memory, and survival. There is something else that we Colombians and Indians share. In our stories, the magical and the real are never separate. Gods walk with humans, animals speak, time bends, the past and the present actually coexist. What the world later called magical realism, through wonderful writers like Gabriel Garcia Marquez, we simply call storytelling. We are comfortable with symbolism, with myth, with layers of meaning. We don't ask, did this story really happen? We ask instead, what truth this story carries? And then, for both Colombia and India, came a period of colonization. India under the British Empire and entire Latin America, and indeed Colombia under the Spanish rule. But once again, through folklore, songs, myths, and literature, both our civilizations protected something very precious, and that is the human dignity. Colombia and India share yet another similarity. India has hundreds of languages and thousands of retellings of the same story. And here in Colombia, Spanish layered with powerful indigenous rhythms and voices exists. The language may change, the storyteller may change,
but the soul of the story remains the same. And that is why when readers in Bogotá read Indian stories, something feels similar. And when Indian readers read your literature, they feel the same warmth of recognition. Perhaps we need recognition even more than translation. Because if we exchange our stories, we exchange joy, resilience, memory, and wisdom. Because after all, storytelling is not just literature. It is how civilizations remember how to be human. As you all know, the theme of this year's book fair here in Bogotá is silence. In the Bhagavad Gita, that's a philosophical dialogue within the Indian epic of Mahabharata, Lord Krishna says, "Of secrets I am silence." And the great Rabindranath Tagore, Nobel laureate of literature from India, he wrote, "Silence is the language of the eternal." And in the words of course, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, we find memory, solitude, and stillness shape entire story worlds. Let me conclude by saying, across oceans, our stories recognize each other. And in that silence, perhaps the time has come that we should not remain strangers. Dhanyavad, gracias, thank you.
Muchísimas gracias a nuestro autor invitado de la India por sus palabras esta noche. 2 y a las 3. Una segunda toma. 1, 2, 3.
In India for 1 year, you know.
This is an important exhibition of women thinkers of India through the region. So right from 3 BC.
Women thinkers, that's nice. Really good way to do it.
Yeah.
Amazing, because many don't know that women in education are the ones also.
Yes.
And we have people because from all states of typically all languages represented. They're all
Many doesn't know that.
That's right.
It's amazing. About traditional
They're mostly contemporary illustrators. Yeah. Those panels relate to the
those are biographies, right?
yeah.
every language, Urdu, Punjabi, different languages, major contributors.
I think it's
This is a concept of mandapa. It's from India. The idea is that
or it's like
this is silent book actually.
yes,
So
the big ones.
this one. So both this is
That's cool. So you prepared that for coming,
yes.
right? Wow.
This is a national education policy.
third. Maybe because
Arjun.
it was a discussion of Arjun and Krishna. He's the one who received all the
teachings of
Yes.
Lord Vishnu. Bookstore, and we also have an Indian restaurant.
see the
Yeah, they can really see. We also have an Indian
So
restaurant.
you have the sutras. Ah, you have Indian restaurant.
Yes, of course.
Chicken tikka masala, right?
नमस्ते कोलंबिया, भारत मंडप में आपका स्वागत है. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the inauguration of Bharat Mandap, India Pavilion at FILBo 2026. Let me first introduce myself. I am Kumar Vikram. I am the Chief Editor and Joint Director of National Book Trust India, and I also look after the International Division of National Book Trust India under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. I would like to underline that this India's Guest of Honor presentation has been organized by the Ministry of Education in association with the Embassy of India with National Book Trust India as the implementing agency. It is indeed a momentous occasion for all of us. India has presented itself as the Guest of Honor country at many international book fairs, such as at Frankfurt, Paris, London, Beijing, Seoul, Guadalajara, etc. But this presentation at FILBo 2026 is very special one, for we have tried to create a collage of Indian cultural and reading traditions over a space of 3,000 square meters, which is the biggest ever Indian pavilion created in any part of the world at International Book Fair. Before I move on with the proceedings, it is indeed significant to note the gracious presence and welcome Ms. Yannai Kadamani Pordol, sorry for the pronunciation, the Honorable Minister of Culture, Arts and Knowledge of Colombia, the Honorable Ambassador of India, Mr. Vanlalhuma, Professor Milind Sudhakar Marathe, Chairman of National Book Trust India, Mr. Andres Lopez, President of Corferias, Mr. Emilio, and of course Ms. Adriana, Director of FILBo, and all the distinguished authors from India who have joined us, and other guests from Colombia. Documentary to play, which is just a 4-minute documentary on the entire concept of the India Pavilion, what is our objective, what we are trying to show. I would request this documentary to be played. It is, the voiceover is in Hindi, but its subtitles are in Spanish. Thank you.
भारत, जहां शब्द सभ्यताओं को आकार देते हैं और साहित्य इतिहास को संजोता है। आज विश्व के मंच पर बोगोटा इंटरनेशनल बुक फेयर फिल्बो 2026 में गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर के रूप में उपस्थित भारत एक उभरती ज्ञान अर्थव्यवस्था, समृद्ध पठन संस्कृति और अपनी साहित्यिक विरासत की झलक दुनिया के सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहा है। 3000 वर्ग मीटर में फैला भारत मंडप भारत के साहित्य, संस्कृति और समावेशी विचारों का संगम है। आकाश में उड़ती पतंगों से सजा एक भव्य प्रवेश द्वार जो स्वतंत्रता और उन मूल्यों का प्रतीक है जो भारत और कोलंबिया दोनों संस्कृतियों में गहराई से रचे बसे हैं। आगंतुकों का स्वागत करता है एक विशेष मैस्कॉट, जो बंगाल के कालीघाट लोक कला से प्रेरित है। एक भारतीय परिवार जो साथ मिलकर पढ़ने की खुशी का उत्सव मनाता है। यात्रा की शुरुआत प्रदर्शनी क्षेत्र से होती है, जहां 7 अनूठे अनुभव भारत के गौरवशाली साहित्य और संस्कृति के इतिहास को आपकी आंखों के सामने जीवंत कर देंगे। भारत की महिला विचारकों के माध्यम से हम सदियों के उस गौरवशाली साहित्य को नमन करते हैं जो हमारी लेखिकाओं ने रचा है। थेरी गाथा के प्राचीन युग से लेकर सावित्रीबाई फुले के आधुनिक काल तक, ये सफर उन महिलाओं की बौद्धिक शक्ति को दर्शाता है जिन्होंने रूढ़ियों को तोड़कर एक नए समाज की रचना की। इसके बाद लेखकों के लेखक गांधी पर एक विशेष प्रदर्शनी द वेजिटेरियन में उनके शुरुआती लेखों से लेकर उनकी पहली मौलिक कृति हिंद स्वराज और एक संपादक के रूप में उनके सफर तक पत्रों के माध्यम से पिरोया उनका यह जीवन सत्य की खोज बन गया, जिसने विचारों को एक विश्वव्यापी क्रांति की शक्ल दी। सफर अब जुड़ता है साहित्य से। आधुनिक भारत के वो महान रचनाकार जिन्होंने अपनी लेखनी से इतिहास रच दिया। 19वीं सदी से लेकर 21वीं सदी तक अलग अलग भाषाओं के इन लेखकों, जिनकी रचनाएं इतिहास, समाज और मानवीय जीवन की गहरी परतों को खोलती हैं। विभिन्न भाषाओं और शैलियों में फैली ये किताबों की प्रदर्शनी भारत के गौरवशाली प्रकाशन इतिहास का आईना है। पवेलियन के केंद्र में एक आंगन है जो ये याद दिलाता है कि भारत में कहानियां अकेले नहीं पढ़ी जाती, बल्कि एक दूसरे के साथ साझा की जाती हैं। भारत मंडप का एक मुख्य आकर्षण यहाँ का बुक स्टोर है, जो भारत के प्राचीन ज्ञान केंद्र नालंदा विश्वविद्यालय से प्रेरित है। यहाँ स्पेनिश और अंग्रेजी की पुस्तकों के माध्यम से पाठकों को भारत की सांस्कृतिक विरासत को जानने का एक अवसर मिलता है। इसके आगे पब्लिशर जोन स्थित है, जो यूनेस्को विश्व धरोहर स्थल हम्पी के प्राचीन बाजारों से प्रेरित है, जहाँ किताबों के अधिकारों, अनुवाद की नई संभावनाओं और वैश्विक सहयोग पर चर्चा की जाएगी। भूमि हिमालय पर एक कोलंबियाई दृष्टिकोण। फोटोग्राफर एमिलियो की इस प्रदर्शनी में लेह लद्दाख और स्पीति घाटी के मनमोहक हिमालयी दृश्य शामिल हैं, जो भारत के सौंदर्य को नए तरीके से अनुभव कराते हैं। उदीयमान भारत एक तेजी से विकसित हो रहे देश की पहचान है। विश्व के सबसे ऊंचे रेलवे पुल से लेकर स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी के साथ यह प्रदर्शनी आधुनिक भारत के निर्माण और उसकी आकांक्षाओं को दर्शाती है। भारत मंडप में तकनीक और परंपरा का मेल भी दिखाई देगा। यहाँ 3D और AI के जादू से बस एक क्लिक में आप खुद को भारत के प्रसिद्ध स्मारकों, वन्य जीवन और पारंपरिक शादियों के परिधानों में देख सकते हैं। भारत मंडप के बीचों बीच बना इंडिया स्टेज लेखकों के संवाद से लेकर नई किताबों के विमोचन और सांस्कृतिक प्रस्तुतियों तक भारत और लैटिन अमेरिकी देशों के बीच बढ़ती मित्रता और साझी रचनात्मकता का प्रतीक होगा। किड्स जोन बच्चों की कल्पना और कला का नया संसार। भारत के मास्टर चित्रकारों की कहानियों के संग यहाँ बच्चे इंटरैक्टिव सत्रों और रचनात्मक कार्यशालाओं के माध्यम से कला के जादू को अनुभव करेंगे, जहाँ भारत और कोलंबिया के 75 से अधिक लेखक, चित्रकार और कलाकार दोनों देशों की समृद्ध संस्कृति को दुनिया के सामने गर्व के साथ प्रस्तुत करेंगे। फिल्बो 2026 में भारत का आगमन केवल एक उपस्थिति नहीं, बल्कि अनगिनत कहानियों का एक जीवंत संगम है। आइए विश्व पटल पर भारत की साहित्यिक धरोहर की उस अमिट छाप के साक्षी बनिए।
Thank you. May I now request Shreyans Mohan, Deputy Secretary in the Ministry of Education, for a brief introductory remarks on the occasion. Thank you.
Distinguished dignitaries, esteemed colleagues, and dear friends from Colombia and across the world. Buenos noches. It is a privilege to stand here in Bogotá, a city where literature breathes through its people, where stories travel through mountains and memory, and where culture is not just preserved, but lived. India is honored to be the guest of honor country at FILBo 2026. We come here not merely with books, but with a civilizational ethos, that knowledge when shared becomes culture, and culture when shared becomes connection. The India Pavilion, an expression of Ministry of Education under Government of India, thoughtfully brought to life by the National Book Trust, India, reflects this very spirit. It's not just a space, it's a journey, it's long journey. A journey through India's vast literary traditions, its multilingual richness, and its contemporary voices. From classical wisdom to modern storytelling, from children's literature to philosophical text, from yoga and translations into Spanish to conversations across continents, this pavilion becomes a living confluence of ideas. At the heart of this effort lies a quiet but determined vision. A vision where books are not confined to shelves, but are accessible, inclusive, and alive across geographies and generations. And a vision where literature travels beyond borders, not as an export, but as an exchange. Our presence in FILBo, gently nurtured through the efforts of the Embassy of India in Colombia, is part of this larger endeavor to let books travel beyond learning and become quiet ambassadors of culture. And what better place than Colombia for this dialogue? A land that gave the world Gabriel Garcia Marquez, where magical realism captures the extraordinary within the ordinary, much like India. Between India and Colombia, there exists a quiet but profound resonance. In India, we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. Today, as Indian works find new voices in Spanish, and as authors and publishers gradually find their place in the cultural landscape of Latin America, and as conversation unfold between writers, readers, and thinkers, we are not merely sharing books, we are weaving a shared culture horizon. I warmly invite you all to walk through the India Pavilion, not merely as visitors, but as fellow travelers in a shared journey of stories, ideas, and cultures. Because when stories travel, they do not cross borders, they create belonging. Muchas gracias. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.
May I request Professor Milind Sudhakar Marathe for his brief welcome note. Thank you.
Welcome you all, Honorable Cultural Minister, our embassy officials, and respected organizers of FILBo. I welcome you all in this India Pavilion, and I request you to come repeatedly over here, talk with our team of authors, publishers, illustrators, take part in the activities, see the all exhibitions, and get immersed into the literature and culture of India. Thank you.
Thank you. May I request Mr. Andres Lopez, President of Corferias, for his remarks here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this invitation. I just want to say thank you to the India delegation and to being part for this important event. As I mentioned in my previous speech, for us it's very important to take India as a good example of hearing each one. So for us it's a very great honor having you here as our guest of honor. Thank you so much, India. Welcome to Colombia.
I will request Mr. Amiro Aristizabal, Executive President of the Colombian Book Chamber, for his remarks.
Gracias, una feliz noche para todos nuevamente, y decirles que cuando yo vi el proyecto de este pabellón, los render a veces dicen mentiras, pero cuando lo recorremos creo que se quedaron cortos. Felicitaciones, India, porque como decimos en Colombia, sacaron el balón del estadio con este pabellón que tienen y seguramente con toda la presencia. Y como lo dije en las palabras de inauguración, creo que no estamos teniendo un país invitado, sino una civilización. Namaste.
May I request Honorable Ambassador of India to Colombia and Ecuador for his remarks, please. Thank you.
Apologies in advance because I have a long speech prepared. Honorable Minister of Culture, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, following the impressive and inspiring inauguration of the book fair, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the opening of the India Pavilion. We are deeply honored by India's designation this year as the guest of honor country, and we are grateful for your presence here today as we begin this special segment of our participation. Our pavilion has been conceived around a simple invitation: come, read, and explore India. Through this, we seek to present India not merely as a country, but as a living civilizational experience, one shaped by stories, ideas, and a continuous exchange of knowledge across centuries. India's literary tradition is both ancient and contemporary, rooted and evolving. It reflects a remarkable diversity of languages, perspectives, and creative expressions. At the same time, it speaks to universal themes that connect us all: identity, belonging, change, and a human quest for meaning. The India Pavilion has therefore been designed as more than a display of books. It is an immersive cultural space where literature meets art, where ideas meet experience, and where visitors can engage with India through multiple lenses. Over the coming days, we are privileged to host a distinguished delegation of authors and speakers from India who will participate in dialogues, discussions, and interactions with the audiences here in Colombia. Alongside, the pavilion will feature a rich program of literary sessions, cultural performances, film screenings, and activities for young leaders. Together, these elements reflect the many dimensions of India, its heritage, its creativity, and its forward-looking spirit. Excellencies and dear friends, we believe that literature is one of the most powerful bridges between cultures. It enables us to understand each other beyond geography and language and to discover shared human experiences. In that spirit, India's presence at FILBo is not only about showcasing our own traditions, but also about engaging in a meaningful cultural dialogue with Colombia and with Latin America. Our two countries, though distant, share a deep appreciation for storytelling, diversity, and richness of human expression. It is our hope that the Indian Pavilion will serve as a space for such exchange, a place where ideas are shared, connections are built, and new collaborations are imagined. I warmly invite all of you to explore and experience India through its stories. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It's my honor to invite Honorable Minister of Culture, Arts and Knowledge of Colombia for her remarks at India Pavilion. Thank you.
Hi, good night to everyone. Mine's not going to be that short, but either not too long. But I want to say some words to India because I think we owe you so much. You as a civilization teach us many things to our society now. And one of those things are your language. I love to hear now in the language in the video, because that's the way we are gonna respect more the different identities that we have around the world. And for us also, it's very important for you to hear Spanish language. Las lenguas son el único camino que tenemos para conocernos entre nosotros. Yo creo que esta tradición que deviene de esta tradición y este rito contemporáneo de la Feria del Libro, que deviene además de un rito más antiguo y milenario que ustedes conocieron bien, de escribir textos y de dejar la memoria guardada del conocimiento, es la que hoy nos tiene a más civilizaciones haciéndolo a lo largo del tiempo. Y yo puedo decir, y perdón por ser autorreferencial, ya lo dirá el embajador cuando le traduzcan estas palabras.
As per Indian traditions, we welcome our guests, we felicitate them, and I take this opportunity to once again request all the dignitaries, Honorable Minister, Honorable Ambassador, Mr. Andres Lopez, Mr. Amiro, Shri Shriyans Mohan, Chairman, National Book Trust, to kindly come on stage, please. And a memento. I would request Deputy Secretary Shri Shriyans Mohan to kindly welcome Mr. Amiro with a stole and a copy of the book. The book about the philosophy of Shri Aurobindo. I would again request our chairperson to welcome Ms. Adriana, the director of FILBo. We have been working with her for more than 1 year, countless meetings, countless discussions, WhatsApp messages, group messages, and it is indeed our honor to welcome her. And I would again request our chairperson to welcome our Honorable Ambassador. To a Spanish edition, especially for this FILBo Guest of Honor project. Photograph with the dignitaries of the Indian authors who are here. I would request all our authors who have come from India to kindly come on the dais. I would also request the NBT team and the NID team, the designers, to kindly come on the dais, kindly for a group photograph. Please, all the NBT members and the NID member.
One moment, please. One man.
I would request Shri Manoj Kumar Sahu,
who have worked tirelessly to bring this pavilion to life. Also thanks to the organizers of FILBo for according India the honor of being the guest of honor country and for their excellent arrangements and warm hospitality.
Delegation.